Hello, and today we are going to be talking about the tropics. And after Wilfred forms, we are going to be in the Greek named storms, which has only happened once in recorded history. And that was in 2005, the most active year on record. And will we break that record this year? Yes. If both of the systems on the homepage of the National Hurricane Center form, which in my opinion they will, then we'll be into Greek named storms. We also have Sally, Hurricane Sally, hitting the Gulf Coast in Mississippi and Louisiana, bringing potentially 11-foot storm surge, 8 to 11-foot storm surge, which is unsurvivable. And Teddy to become major hurricane and head north up towards North Carolina, but not hit North Carolina. Paulette to be a major hurricane very far up north, and Vicky to just stay as a tropical storm and weaken, which is the weakest out of all these systems. And also in the Gulf we have one potential system, so if that one forms, we will be one name into Greek named storms. Hello, and here we are seeing some very high storm surge, 7 to 11 feet in areas of Mississippi and Louisiana. This is definitely something to pay attention to. And even if it's only a Category 1, this still can produce some damage, so please take precautions. Why in the world is the Atlantic so active is because look at these sea surface temperatures. They are still really high. Even if they did go down from what we saw before, they're still high enough to produce many tropical systems, especially since the peak hurricane of the hurricane season was just a few days ago. Well, several days ago. The National Hurricane Center now has a La Niña warning out because we have been in La Niña status for at least a month. If we look in the sea surface temperature anomalies, we are higher than average, which means more active than average. Well, Sally is only a Category 1, and we are already seeing massive flooding, and we haven't even really hit land yet, and we're seeing massive flooding, massive storm surge, and we're already seeing almost unsurvivable storm surge. And this is, I know it's only a Category 1, but it's still very strong and should be taken seriously. Here is the satellite imagery video for Hurricane Sally. Here are the models showing where Sally will go, and even in Georgia, even in the Carolinas, you are going to still see flooding from this, and it may reform in the Atlantic at some point because if it crosses the USA and to get another name. Here we are talking about Tropical Storm Vicky, which is only going to be a tropical storm. It is going to weaken, actually, and it has not had much of a history. It did not become a hurricane. Here is the satellite imagery for Tropical Storm Vicky. Here is the spaghetti models on Hurricane Paulette to potentially become major hurricane. Here is the intensity of Paulette, and it is unlikely for it to become a major hurricane, but again, as I keep saying, it's possible, but will likely just become a moderate Category 2. Here is the satellite imagery for Hurricane Paulette, and as you can see, it's it's getting really close to forming its eye. Here is the path of Hurricane Teddy, and the only place it has a chance of hitting is Bermuda, but this is a potentially major hurricane, Category 3 or even 4. Here is the satellite imagery for Teddy. Here are the spaghetti models for Teddy. Here are here's the intensity for Teddy. Bye. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share the video.